Yo, 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 yo. Anyone there?
Obsessive-compulsive disorder. Unwanted thoughts and fears known as obsessions. They lead you to do repetitive behaviors, and they get in the way of daily activities, causing a lot of distress. Here's an example. Keys, wallet, phone, ready. 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 Keys, wallet, phone, ready.
What's up?
Keys, wallet, phone, ready.
What's up? How are you guys? How is it going? I don't know if the microphone is maybe too loud. Can you tell me? If it's too loud, if it's distorting. I think it's good, but can you tell me? ¿Cómo va el estudio? Va muy bien. Estoy subiendo ahora los vídeos en Reels y TikTok. Así que sígueme por ahí y mira los vídeos, que seguro que te ayudan. Ese temón es mi nuevo tema, Africa Firefly, tiene casi un mes. Y para mí es de lo mejor que he hecho. I deserve the first feedback, right? You're not the first comment, sorry man. Y la última que escuché fue esta. No, o sea, OCD salió en mayo y Africa Firefly salió el 28 de junio. He dado bastante la vara con esta, he hecho un montón de reels. What is the theme to be heard? What? The dog, perfect, just one feedback, no matter when. Good. Dios, en inglés no me voy a enterar un pimiento. Nada, tranquilo, si te toca a ti, por ejemplo, el feedback, me lo dices y yo te lo doy en español, ¿vale? Pero así también aprende, o sea, yo sé inglés sobre todo... A ver, porque tengo una buena profesora, pero sobre todo porque he visto muchos vídeos en inglés para aprender producción. Y al final se te queda. It's good. Wait, he isn't. I see him above mine as first one. No. There are more comments on YouTube before. So guys, how is it going? Van a otro nivel los estadounidenses. ¿A qué te refieres? Stay around. Never be the same. Like a melody. Okay, so let me check just that. Alright, live on Twitch, live on YouTube. Yes, the light is good. Yes. Okay. So if the mic is quiet or too loud, please tell me, because I don't have right now anything to check it, to check the loudness. Alright. But yeah, how are you guys? 2 weeks? 3 weeks? 2 weeks. No. 2 weeks. 2 weeks without live stream. ¿Qué te mones salir en el concurso de Like a Melody, no? Sí, la verdad es que este justamente es mi VIP remix. Pero sí, te mones. Mike is good. Bro, ¿cómo se te enseña el tema para el feedback? Estás en Twitch, ponen en el chat exclamación feedback y te lo dice. ¿Vale? Junto, exclamación feedback junto. People on Instagram. I'm live on Twitch and YouTube. I'm gonna be checking your songs, giving feedback, telling you production tips, how to improve your music, all of that. So my advice is that you go there and you send me your music, or even if you don't have any song to send, you always learn anything if you come to a live stream, because I always explain a lot of things that can be useful for you. So just go there, and this way you improve your music, okay? I'm gonna end this live stream in 2 minutes. Sí, es así. ¿No sale? Vale, espérate, porque se habrá desconfigurado otra vez. Fucking Streamlabs. I don't know why it disables the chat bot from time to time. Give me a second. By the way, guys, I'm a bit sick. That's why I delayed. I wanted to do live stream on Wednesday, but I was so freaking bad. So I'm freaking sick. I was coughing like every minute. Every 2 minutes, I had to cough because, I mean, it was so bad. Now I'm a bit better. I don't cough that much. As you can hear my voice, I have a lot of mucus. But I'm okay to do the live stream. Okay, the chat works now. But yeah, I'm a bit sick, so maybe if you hear me cough or something, that's why. You know, I have attended 2 festivals in 2 weeks. You know, I went here in Spain 2 weeks ago, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. On Monday, I was super sick, but like I couldn't even get up from my bed. I mean, I was so fucking sick. And then on Wednesday, I went to Tomorrowland. So Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That actually was funny because the first day didn't even start the festival. I had no voice because as I already was sick, I lost completely my voice. So I was. Every day I was going to the first aid in Tomorrowland, in the camping and in the festival, because they were giving me a pill that you like a caramel for the throat, and I was like going and the doctors already knew me and like, oh, you're getting better your voice, you know, didn't even have to explain anything. Medio año después de que me explicaste lo increíble que es el hardstyle y yo sigo sin entender ese género. Es la hostia. How was Tomorrowland? I wanted to talk a little bit about Tomorrowland, you know, because, I don't know, just to, until people start coming to live stream and so, talk a little bit, because I think it's a really good experience. I started the festival, I have to say just one thing about the festival that I think they do wrong, and it's when they open if you go there and you put your own tent, or they give you a tent, for example, they gave me a tent, and I have it now here at home, you can take it, bring it to your home. What they do is, for example, if this is the place that, how to explain it? If this is the new place they're gonna open, the new field they're gonna open for the tents, okay? What they do is start from here. Instead of opening like, okay, now you can come here, and people would just do it themselves, like organize themselves. What they do is they start from here, like 2 meters. People get completely crazy. Then another 2 meters. People get completely crazy again, and like this. And that's so annoying because, for example, we were a group and we had 6 tents, and it was impossible to put them because when you try to open it, you open the tent, okay, but there's another person that put it next to you, so your friend cannot be there, and it's so fucking chaotic. Actually, we were 4 tents, and 2 more were a bit like 3 or 4 meters, but were not with us, you know, and that was so fucking bad. But the rest is crazy, like all the details, everything is super clean. There's always people cleaning everything. Every time, every hour, every minute, there's people cleaning the camp, the toilets, the festival, everything. Is it getting delayed or freezing the live stream? Can you tell me? Because, for example, for me on Twitch right now it's freezed. ¿Algún artista que recomiendes? Sí, ahora. Tiesto said EDC is better. Really? Maybe that's why... No, Tiesto is going this week to Tomorrowland. It's fine, okay, so I don't know why, but mine is freezed. Any artists I recommend? For example, this year, well, I had the first night were like a lot of artists playing at the same time that I wanted to see. For example, Nicky Romero clashed with, well, at the same time as Don Diablo. I went to see Nicky. Then Swedish House Mafia started. At the middle of Swedish House Mafia, Harwell started. And then in the middle of Harwell was going Armin van Buuren, but also Soundrush and Randy. And I wanted to see all of them, you know. It was not possible. But also, I think that was nice because this way I could see the whole festival because it's huge. That thing is huge. And I wanted to see everything, all the stages. I mean, there are 16 stages. Plus extra spots with random DJs. So it's like 19 stages. It's crazy. And for example, one artist that I enjoyed, well, the one I enjoyed the most was Swedish House Mafia. That set was crazy. Like half of the set was the old ones and half of the set were the new ones. It was crazy. Then the second one I enjoyed the most was Andromedic. Andromedic, if you don't know him, is drum and bass, but kind of melodic drum and bass. EDM drum and bass, I don't know how to explain it. It was so nice, so nice. Actually, it was also not packed, you know, it was not that full, so it was comfortable to be there. And then probably the third one was Sub-Zero Project, which was really good. The only problem at Tomorrowland this week I think is going to be completely different, was that the weather was extremely hot. And when I say extremely hot, have all of this, all the upper back completely burned. I'm like losing the skin. I don't know how to say it, like when you get burned and then you start losing the skin. And in super hot all day with it's called fan also, the one that you do it yourself, because it was crazy. For example, in Friday I remember that probably I drank like 5-6 liters of water, probably, not joking, 5-6 liters of water of how hot it was. And like every 30 minutes I was going to the toilet to just refresh myself, you know, and put some water in the face, in the neck and so. And imagine how hot it was that I drank 5 or 6 liters of water and I didn't pee in like 8 hours. No joking. Because I didn't need to go to the toilet because I was sweating everything. It was crazy. Crazy. Nah, but it's super expensive, to be honest. But it's quite worth it. At least once in a life, I recommend going, you know, because it's crazy. It's different. I've attended a lot of festivals of a lot of kind of music, but that one has something different. I don't know, like all details, everything they mount, the things that you think they are buildings that are there forever, like a normal house. No, nothing is there. They mount and dismount everything that you see, in all details. I don't know. For example, you go to a lot of festivals and the floor is like is full of sand, you know, or something like this. So sometimes smelling that is annoying if there's a lot of people walking, or you get super dirty. There's wood, like plywood or wood, in all the camp, in all the festivals, so you don't basically touch any piece of sand at all. Is the details that are crazy. Sí, puedes enviar reggaeton si quieres. Do you also think Progressive House is returning to its prime? Not at all. Not at all. And actually, for example, now that I went to Tomorrowland, I basically didn't hear Progressive House. Just with Swedish House Mafia, some Alessa songs, and not more. What I think is going really strong nowadays is drum bass. Every fucking artist played drum bass. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter the artist. Hardstyle artist, drum bass. EDM, like more generic artist, drum bass artist, drum bass, of course. Everybody was playing drum bass. Everybody. It's crazy. It's crazy how strong it's going. Your favorite set, Jesus Mafia. Hardware killed it. I didn't see him because it was at the same time as Swedish House Mafia, and then after Swedish, I had like 30 minutes, but 15 at least to go to the other stage, so it was not possible. But I'm seeing Hardware in 2 weeks here in Spain, so. Es el que hizo el remix de The Feeling That Lost the Frequencies, ¿no? ¿Quién? Peeling, yeah, well, yeah, sure. Es como ir a otro mundo, ¿no? La verdad es que sí. Pensé que estarías en Tomorrowland. No, fui la semana pasada. Los productores de música que hacen vídeos, la mayoría fueron excepto tú. Yo fui la semana pasada. ¿Invitado? No. Pero a ver, yo tampoco soy tan grande como para que me inviten. Y si hay gente más pequeña que yo que ha sido invitada, pues dímelo y les hablo a ver cómo lo han hecho para que me inviten el año que viene. How are you doing? Well, I'm a bit sick. People on Instagram, ending this live stream. Nada como la Arena Sound. Bueno. People on Instagram, live on Twitch and YouTube. See you there. It's crazy how summer affects the live stream. Teco, thank you so much for a subscription, man. Thank you so much. I put you in the list. I mean, there is almost nobody in the live stream today. Probably because it's summer, people is enjoying. It's Friday also. Give me a second. And I was thinking to maybe not do a live stream in August because of this, because in the end there's not a lot of people during summer. But I don't know, maybe I do it. I will see. Sorry. Puede ser algo, no lo sé. No sé si hizo ese remix. Aoki preciso es grande. Bueno, depende de cómo lo mires. CDC, mi favorito. CDC es más grande que yo, ¿no? Creo. Pero Niazu, dime a ver quién ha ido y les pregunto a ver cómo han ido gratis. En serio, así a ver el año que viene que me imiten, tío. No te pases si eres grande. Yo no me considero grande. Alco is saying, Alco and Niazu are saying that I'm big. I don't consider that I'm big as a content creator. I consider that I'm average. There's people way bigger than me, and I'm not talking like the top ones, but there's a lot of people bigger than me by followers, but also by numbers, because in the end nowadays it's not the same as 10 years ago. 10 years ago, if you had 1 million subscribers on YouTube, you had a lot of views because YouTube was showing it to subscribers. Nowadays it's not like this. Neither YouTube, Instagram or TikTok, it doesn't matter the followers you have. Basically it helps, but not that much as before. You can have 1 million and maybe you're not getting even 1,000 views. Why? Because it's not showing it to the followers. Solo ir a Tomorrowland por Martin Garrix. Pues este año no he ido. Pero como no está este año no fui. Are we starting now? Yeah, don't worry. Do you think Future House will replace Progressive House in future? Well, Future House is also like going down. Future House had its moment, but now it's going down in my opinion. It's not that big. Yo quiero ir a ver a Kaigo o Illenium. Ninguno de los dos iba al Tomorrow. New studio looks clean. Yes. Well, not as clean as it is going to be, because for example today I got a new drawer that I'm gonna put here on one side, because right now my computer is right here, and the problem is that is in front of the speaker. As it's a laptop, I close, not completely, but I close a little bit the screen or the tab. I don't know how to say it. So it's like, instead of completely closed, it's like this. So this way it doesn't interfere with the speaker. But I'm gonna put it right there. So this way, first I don't see it, and the desk looks way cleaner. But second, I can have it completely open. That will freeze better. You know, it doesn't hit that much. But then I still have cables, papers, DIY things here in the studio. But of course, for the live stream, I try to make this side that you see completely clean and good. But for example, this part of the desk is completely clean, and here I have this, one pencil, one pen, a paper, this for the mucus, don't think bad, some caramels, an agenda, a small fan. Nah, I have a lot of things. Can we expect Wildcrow making drum and bass? No. I made a video some years ago about trying drum and bass for the first time, and I think it was quite good, that idea. And I like it a lot. I like a lot drum and bass, and I enjoy it so much. Andromedic, Sub Focus also. I saw him. I saw them. But I want to focus more in one style nowadays. You know. So I'm not gonna go that. Now the song on this genre. Now it's on this genre. No, I'm gonna try to focus more, close the niche, and try to get big in that style, that sound. But I like it so much. Maybe as a VIP mix or something like this. Maybe one day do it. I'm not sure. Now for example, company, but also like Marshmallow. What? Sí, fue Jorge, Eric, los vi por fotos, pero otros fueron por ni postearon. A lo mejor no estaban invitados, a lo mejor pagaron. Una pregunta, ¿es cierto que el Big Room House volverá el siguiente año? ¿Se está volviendo tendencia? No lo creo, la verdad. El Big Room Techno sí, el Big Room House normal de toda la vida no. Or 50k followers, but only like 100 plays on all of his posts. Company is a guy, I don't know who's that. Yo solo espero que llegue el momento del melodic dubstep. ¿Ya reaccionaste al álbum de Porten Robinson? No sabía ni que había sacado un álbum. So Zero Project is so nice live. It's crazy, it's so good. I really like them. For example, in 2 weeks I'm going to Medusa Festival here in Spain. And Sub-Zero Project is playing in the main stage, but the last ones. And here in Spain, for example, that festival finishes at the main stage closes at 6 in the morning, 6 a.m. The techno stage I think is until 8 or 7, depends on the day. That's so late. For example, Tomorrowland was ending at 1 a.m., not 6 a.m. So the thing is, I want to see Sub-Zero Project, and I'm gonna. There's some artists before that I don't really care, so there's gonna be like 2 hours, something like this. In the middle, there's gonna be like, what the fuck I do, and I would just go home. But I like so much Sub-Zero Project live, so I'm gonna wait. ¿Puedes opinar sobre mi canción? Sí, claro, envíala al. Espera, ahora paso el email por YouTube y la envías. The guy with 50k followers and 100 plays per post. Yeah, that's shit. That happens. I'm not that extreme, but I also have that problem, kind of, you know. I don't have all the views I should have for my numbers, you know. ¿Vas a Medusa? Sí. Si te invitarían a tocar a un Ultra o Tomorrowland UDC, ¿aceptarías? Hombre, o sea, ¿de verdad tengo que responder a eso? Niazo is asking me if I would accept if Ultra, Tomorrowland or EDC asked me to play there. I think I don't have to reply that. Where can I send the music for feedback? Just check the chat. The chat. I just posted the email. Did you listen to Kashmir's latest album, Kram? I didn't know he released an album also. He collaborated with all the famous Indian rappers and also with Kara and Rasha Kumari. The thing with Blitz is that he bought like 90% of his followers. Guys, never buy followers. It's not worth it at all. It's not worth it. I mean, if you buy... Okay, if you buy followers... If you really want to buy followers, okay, you need to do it like this. You need to buy the followers, but then for every single post, you need to buy views, likes, and comments. Because this way, your whole profile is gonna look real. But if you buy followers and then you have 50k followers and you have 100 likes, 50 likes, that's fake. You know, that's completely fake. So you need to try to be consistent with the numbers. But my advice: don't buy followers. In the end, it's not gonna give you anywhere. Not gonna get you anywhere. So just try to grow I have videos about how to grow on socials. Just try to be unique, try to make your own thing, and slowly you're gonna grow, and just that. The algorithm knows, yeah, the algorithm knows, but the thing with having fake numbers is not for the algorithm. Nobody cares about that when they buy things. What they care is about how they show to the people. How you show yourself to a label, to a brand, to other producers, you know? Like, oh, this guy sent me this song that is quite good and has 500,000 followers. I'm gonna sign it, you know? Oh, has 500,000 followers and has 100 likes per post. That's fake. I'm not gonna sign him, you know? He enviado el enlace de SoundCloud. ¿Lo puedes escuchar? Sí, ahora lo escucharemos. Ahora empezaré. Talking too much, not good for my throat. Oh, and you know what happened with in Tomorrowland? I thought I lost all my baggage. Hacer música a 442 hercios. Yo no me rayaría por esas cosas. To avoid, well, the festival on Sunday ends at 12 at midnight, and at 6 in the morning I had the flight, so I had to just basically end the festival, go to the camp, take everything, and go to the airport, you know. So in my case it was not the same, but Tomorrowland sends you a message saying, okay, as there's gonna be a lot of people next day in the in Brussels airport, to avoid making it annoying for people that is not coming from Tomorrowland to fly and to do the checking of the baggage, and so you have to do the baggage at the camp. Okay, people from the airport come to the camp and they do the checking for you. What happens? They did the checking at 2 a.m. in the morning. After that, we take a bus and we go to the airport. We went on the plane, but they didn't send the baggage to the airport in time. Probably they were waiting or something. So I came back on Monday, and my baggage came yesterday, Thursday. They sent me Thursday, but it was so scared because all my clothes were there, the tent that they gave us, and all of that, you know. And one last thing, long story short, funny story, funny. I fainted in the airplane, in the plane coming back home. There was one friend that got I don't know how it's called in English. In Spanish it's syncope. He was like almost fainting, but like shaking so much, and like with the eyes open, and so it was quite scary. So I don't know why, but I look at him. Luckily, it was a doctor with us in the plane. So they take them to another place so nobody could see him, and so. And I stay with that image in my head, in my mind, of that friend shaking and all of that. And all of a sudden, I remember telling my girlfriend, "I'm getting dizzy," and boom, then I just fainted, and I woke up at the floor of the plane with 1,000 heads looking at me, and so fucking confused. Seizure. No, because seizure is from epilepsy, when there are lights or so. Syncope. Yeah, it's syncope. It's syncope. But yeah, then just we landed. The ambulance came to get us, and everything is good, you know. But yeah, the moment was so annoying. Was so annoying because I was not comfortable at all at my seat. The situation was not the best. Nah, it was so bad. But yeah, I'm good. Okay, so yeah, that's my Tomorrowland experience. For example, when we were leaving, two people that were working there told us, "See you next year," and it's like two things. First, even if I want to, maybe I cannot go because it's not easy to get the tickets. The good thing is that as I already went there, I can buy the tickets earlier, a bit cheaper, and I can get better tents, for example. So that's not bad. so it's easier for me to come back. But of course, it's pretty expensive. And with the money you spend there, of course, depending on where you come, is more expensive or less. If you come from America, for example, or from Asia, probably it's way more expensive than from Spain or from any country in Europe. But with the money spent there, I can do 2-3 trips, probably 3 trips. So it's like, yeah, I want to go, but with that money I can do 3 trips to different places. Most of the artists I saw them, I already have seen them in the past. Just Swedish House Mafia, Andromedix, Focus, Maupi, but that maybe I see it in 2 weeks, and not more. The rest I already saw them, so it's more about the experience, so I don't know. Next year probably don't come back, maybe in the future, I don't know, I'll see. Okay, so should we start with the feedback? I'm a bit sick, sorry, it's so annoying. Oh, and by the way, I made a video on YouTube that I think is going to help you so much. Is how to make melodic tech house, and actually is the walkthrough of my song Africa Firefly. Okay, so you can go and watch it. I think you're gonna learn things. Actually, there's one thing that I think is so useful. It can be stupid, but it's so useful, and it's when you have a bass in your song, in the breakdown, for example, and you add an impact, you need to control that, right? Because the impact and the bass have the same frequencies. You need to have one or the other. If you just remove the bass of the impact, it's not gonna have an impact. So what do you do there? I explain it in the video. At least, wow, that's one of the ways to do it. That's the one I use in this case. But yeah, have you been to many festivals? A lot. To be honest, I go probably to 3-4 festivals every year. For example, I went to a festival 2 weeks ago, Tomorrowland last week, and I'm going to another one in 2 weeks, 3. And probably in October I go to another one, so that's 4. And because in May I usually go to one, but I didn't go this year, so that would be 5 this year. So yeah, I go to a lot of festivals. I love them. I love music. I love attending festivals. I love listening to artists, and I go to festivals of all kind of music, not only electronic music. Do you go to festivals alone or with friends? No, I always go with friends, with someone, but that doesn't mean I go to all the concerts with them. For example, I remember one festival that I attended 2 years ago. I went there with friends. I was in the camping with them. But I remember one day at the festival, I wanted to see, all the artists I wanted to see, none of them were at the same time. But the problem was that they were all of them next to the other one. So since the festival started at 5 at the afternoon until 5 a.m. in the morning, I had all the not a free hour, all of them. I wanted to see an artist in every hour, and my friends didn't want to see most of them. So it's okay, I don't care. I went by myself, and then in some concerts where there's some people with some friends that also wanted to see them, so I meet them, and in other ones I was alone. I don't care. I want to see the artist. I want to enjoy the music. That's why I go for. So if my friends don't want to go, I don't care at all. Another thing is going to the festival yourself, alone. I never did that, luckily. Would I do it? Depends. For example, last year I wanted to go a festival that is really close to my town, one day just to see one artist, and I was going to go alone. In the end, there was one friend that came with me, but if not, I would have gone alone. Yeah, that impact tip, actually awesome. Never saw someone to get out of this trick. Okay, guys, let's start with the feedback. I think it's enough. I'm gonna eat a caramel because my throat, too much talking. Sorry, too much talking. If the image is freezed, tell me, please, because I see it freezed, completely freezed on Twitch. You know the problem that now in this new house, I have a problem. In my old house, I had one thing that is called PLC. That is basically you send the internet connection through the wires of electricity. So for example, you put it there in the socket, okay, the PLC, and another PLC next to the router, and you connect it with cable. Okay, so the internet goes there and connects it. Depending on the electricity of your house and so, it works better or works worse. Here, it works the same as Wi-Fi, or even a little bit worse than Wi-Fi. So right now, for example, I'm with Wi-Fi. So if you see any lags, any latency, any freeze or something, please tell me, because I will see what I can do. Maybe I buy a Wi-Fi repeater to see if that helps. I'm not sure. Genial, tengo muchas ganas de ir a alguno, pero por otro lado soy bastante sensible a los sonidos estridentes. Entonces ponte tapones, earplugs. I always, I don't care where I go, if it's a festival, a concert, or a club, I don't care. Always with me in the keys of my house, I have like a little tube where I have my earplugs. Okay, so this way, anywhere I go, I put my earplugs. What they do is reduce, I think it's 20 dBs. I hear the music the same or even better sometimes if it's distorting too much and it's super loud and the highs are so annoying and it's killing your ears. With the earplugs, you hear it even better. You don't damage your ears. Next day, you don't have that annoying pee. And this way, you save your ears. Next day, you can work in music and everything works better. And it's just like, for example, I got one for my girlfriend before Tomorrowland. It was 15 euros. Mine were a bit more expensive, but I think it was 30 euros, and I have them maybe for 7 years. So right now, something like this, is super worth it. No, but the chat is probably because of other problems. Buena idea, voy a probar eso. Mira, se llama... Los míos se llaman earpiece. Look, this is what I use. I have these ones, the earpiece. Okay. Now these ones are the loop are the ones that are getting famous. For example, in Tomorrowland, they were selling them and there were spots everywhere. But they have just these ones because they have this, so you can put it together with your keys, and you have this inside. So it's so comfortable. It is not annoying at all, and it helps so much, so much. Trust me. If you are a producer, if you are a DJ, I think this. Well, if you're a human being, I recommend having this. But sorry, if not, I highly recommend it to everyone. It's super important. And look, here he explains it. The phone ones, basically what they do is they block the sound, so it sounds muffled and distorted. But earplugs, what they do, they let the sound come in, but with the volume reduced. You know, it sounds even better. Okay, let's start. Let's start. I put this here. It's still a bit annoying for me to look at the left, because being 6 years doing live streams and making videos looking at the right, but now I need to look at the left. The image is flipped for you, so it seems I'm looking at the right, but no, I'm looking at the left. It is really annoying. You can see maybe by my hair that is in this side, and usually you have seen this side and not this one. Fuck. And last thing I say, maybe I record the video for next week. I'm not sure. I still need to record the last video of the studio, but I need to put here a curtain, but I'm having problems to make some holes, because probably there's a really I don't know how it's called in English, but like the strong structures of a house that is really difficult to make a hole. And then I need some gear that is arriving. And with that, I want to make a really sick, beautiful video with a really good editing, with really good lighting and so to show you the final result of the studio. Okay, but that's gonna be probably in some weeks or so. But yeah, I want to make a video for next week depending on how I feel. If on Monday, Tuesday I feel better and I don't have this annoying voice like this, I will make videos. If not, I will just delay, because also as it's summer, and in summer people don't really care about YouTube, or for example live stream, you can see it today we're way less people. It's a good moment to rest a little bit. And also, last thing, remember that if you ever want to release music and labels don't believe in you, what you can do is just use DistroKid. You have a 7% discount with this link, but if you're a student, you have a 50% discount, half of the price. Okay, I don't have here the link, but just ask me and I will give you the 50% discount link. Okay, if you're a student, so I highly recommend it. 50% discount. And if you need vocals, you can always use Vocalfy for a vocal. With this code, you get the 10% discount. So it's way cheaper, and you avoid using overused vocals from sample packs. And sometimes it's good, but sometimes it's like, eh. Okay. I'm gonna start with Teco. Teco, can you tell me what's your email name? So this way I start with you because of the subscription. I use UVR. What's UVR? Teddy Soderback. Okay. What's UVR? What's it for? En Vocalfy son vocales únicas, tienen 3 tipos. Lo explico en inglés, ¿vale? Si no lo entiendes, te lo explico ahora en español. Alco is asking if in Vocalfy there are unique vocals. They have 3 types. They have the cheap and basic ones that everybody can have, okay? That are $40, but with my discount it's $36. Everybody can have those, but first, they are way less overused than sample pack ones. And second, wait, wow, I cannot talk now. My dad was calling me. Give me a second. But the good thing is that in Vocalfy you always have all the stems of a vocal. For example, you have the main one, but also you have harmonies, side vocals, chorus, and all of that. So it's more professional. And only $40 or $36 if you use the discount. Is not that expensive for a vocal. Then you have the Prime, I think it's called, vocals, that just a few people can download it. I think it's normally 10 people, or when they decide to remove it. So maybe you buy it and they remove it and nobody else got it, They are a bit more expensive, but it's good, not a lot of people have it. And then they have exclusive vocals that when you buy it, it gets deleted, nobody else have it. So it's also pretty good. So this way, you don't need to contact a vocalist and wait for the vocal and blah blah blah. You try it. If it works, you buy it and it's for you, and you can use it and finish the song that day, Clomber, you're getting wrong. I'm not saying Vocalfy is not a vocal remover. In Vocalfy, you get vocals from singers. A singer sings a vocal and upload it there. Okay? And you can buy these 3 types of vocals and download it and use it for your song. But this is not a vocal remover. It's not extracting the vocal from another song. It's not the same thing. Okay, let's start with the first one by Teco. I have SonarWorks. Yes. Okay, SonarWorks. All right. Okay, let me see if everything's right. All right. The screen, my camera is good. The chat is good. Okay, and the screen, this corner is good. This corner is good. Good and good. Camera good. Chat good. Good. Email, SoundCloud, everything good. By the way, just one last thing. Do you think seeing here the door looks bad? I mean, if I try to avoid the door, the camera will be way too much on the side, and you will basically see me like this. And I think that's too much. It's better to have a semi side angle, right? Just that last thing. Okay, camera, okay, this is good. Chat good. Good. Looks good. Okay. Teco.
I could eat that girl for lunch as she dances on my tongue. Tastes like she might be the one. And I could never get enough. I could buy her.
By the way, Teco, 7 months being a subscriber. Thank you. It's for you.
There's so much stuff. It's a craving, not a crush, huh? Call me when you're there. Said I bought you something rare, and I left it under Claire. So now she's coming up the stairs. So I'm pulling up a chair, and I'm putting.
I need to know if this is original or this is already your remix, because I didn't hear the original song, so I don't know if this part is yours or not.
She's coming up the stairs, so I'm pulling up a chair, and I'm putting up my hair.
For me here, the vocal feels a bit lost in the mix. I would try to control more the highs of the instrumental and try to make the vocal stand out a little bit more.
Baby, I think you were made for me. Now she's coming up the stairs.
Also try to, okay, just use the vocal, right. I would also try to have a bit more meats on the kick, so this way you can feel more the punch, the attack of it, and also in smaller speakers you're gonna hear it better.
So I'm pulling up a chair, and I'm putting up my hair. Baby, I think you were made for me. Somebody write down the recipe. Been trying
I think a tighter and shorter clap could work better here.
hard not to overeat. You're just so sweet. I'll run a shower for you like you want. Clothes on the counter for you, try it on. If I'm allowed, I'll help you take them off. I could eat that girl for lunch. Yeah, she
Try to control a bit more the meats of the instrumental. That also will give a bit more space to the vocal. I think the biggest problem is that the vocal doesn't have enough space. It's not as clear as it could be.
dances on my tongue. Tastes like she might be the one. And I could never get enough. I could buy her so much stuff. It's a craving, not a crush. Just wanna get her off.
I think you need to create a bit more contrast between the build-up and the drop. Some ways that you can do it is, for example, using Endless Smile, like adding reverb and filtering the lows, pushing the song to the back, so when the drop it feels stronger, there's more contrast. Maybe the lead is a bit loud here. I would reduce the volume, so this way when the drop starts it sounds louder. So this way, little things that in the end will make it sound from here to here way different. Not different, like this one is stronger, you know? When you want to make the drop stronger, it's not only making the drop stronger, it's also what you make before the drop. You can do a lot of things in the build-up that will make the drop sound stronger, you know, without actually touching the drop. So that's also important to check. For me, the leads have a bit too much mid frequencies. Yeah, I hear the whole song a bit. Wait, give me a second, because I don't know, maybe it's me or something. Yeah, the mids are a bit too much mid frequencies, not well controlled, and it feels a bit not really muddy, but like not as clear as it could be.
Oh my God, her skin's so clear. Tell her here, you need a seat, I'll volunteer. Now she's smiling ear to ear. She's the headlights on the deer. I'll run a shower for you like you want. Clothes on the counter for you, try it on. If I'm allowed,
make the shakers a little bit more quiet. The idea is really good, to be honest. I really like the vibes and the idea itself, the melody and so, but especially try to clean a bit more the mids and control them, and try to give more space to the vocal. That's the two main things I would do. Okay, for the next one, as I don't have more priorities, what we will do is number game. Okay. Let me check if next month I can do 4 live streams, because I want to do 4. 1. I could do it. I don't know, maybe take a rest or maybe not. I will see. I will see what to do. Okay. Number game, alright? If anyone is new, basically I'm gonna think of one number. If you guess that number, you get the feedback. This simple, okay? You can comment as many times as possible until somebody gets it. As I always say, most of the times YouTube chat, well, YouTube is going a bit with more delay, with more latency on the live stream. You see this image a bit later than on Twitch, and the chat also goes a bit later, comes a bit later to me. So you have more latency, so you have less chances. So that's why I always tell you to try to go to Twitch, but that depends on you. Okay, the number I'm thinking is between 30 and 50. Sorry. Between 30 and 50. No. You see, only Twitch right now. Okay. No. Okay, we got it. The number was 41, and the first one saying 41 is Anas Samir. Where are you, Anas? Here. You are the winner of my... In another live stream, you won my soundbank, right? I'm thinking to do a discount for my soundbank in... Or maybe my whole store in August as a kind of summer offer. Okay, let's check Anas Samir. Weight of the world, I think is weight. This is flipped, right? It was not the first one. I mean, I rarely do it, but I've done a lot. But yeah. I remember now.
Lie down, let it out. Pressure too high got me on the ground. Open my eyes, I can feel it now. Twist up, let it go. Dulling myself with the chemicals. Another long night with my thoughts alone.
Just make the vocal a little bit louder and the plucky chords like pam 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 a little bit more quiet. Just that.
I'm trying my best, but I'm a hoarder. Gotta find a way to make some space. Building up a wall to make a border and escape. So I can carry the weight of the world in my head. Carry the weight of the world. So I can carry
I think the idea is pretty good. The genre is future bounce. I think the idea is pretty good. What I would do here is first try to get a top kick for the kick, because the attack is not that strong, you know, as it could be. I think it needs a bit more attack in the mid highs. Sorry. And then I think it needs more warmth. Like the highs are a bit over, not controlled. I would reduce a little bit the highs and try to give more warmth by making the mid bass a little bit louder and giving more mids to the, increasing the mids a little bit of the leads. I think that could work really well. Will make the song sound a bit more balanced and fuller. I think maybe it's too aggressive, the sides, you know, the volume reduction, like dun 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 dun, you know, a bit too much. For example, here. Here, wait. Dun dun dun, you know, it would be better like dun 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 dun. Kind of on between of not having that effect and having it that strong, you know.
Exhale, breathe again. Guess it's a habit to hold it in. Wade in the water, but I can't swim. I'm trying my best, but I'm a hoarder. Gotta find a way to make some space. Building up the wall to make a border and escape. So I can carry the weight of the world in my head. Carry the weight of the
Where's the vocal from? It's really good.
world. So I can carry the weight of the world in my.
You have, I don't know if it's a clap or a really noisy snare here, but I would try to use that noise and try to make it tighter. It's like, you know, here.
Carry the weight of the world.
Feels way too noisy. I would try to make it way cleaner, way tighter, and I think that could work better to make it sound a bit cleaner and also more actual. I don't know, like nowadays the snares and drops are not and the builds are not that noisy, I would say. So I think that could work better.
Carry the weight of the world. So I can carry.
You know, the problem I see with this is that the genre, where are you going to send this? What label is going to sign this? You know, it's going to be difficult to sign this because labels are not really into feature bounce anymore. For example, my new style, the style I started with Africa Firefly, it's also pretty difficult to sign because it's not as clubby and underground as tech house that a lot of labels would sign tech house, but it's also not as commercial, I would say, like progressive house. But at the same time, progressive house is really difficult to sign nowadays. Most of the labels are not accepting it. So as being in the middle of that, it's a bit difficult to find the right label. You know, maybe I need to send it to labels that I don't know right now, that I didn't heard about them, but maybe, I mean, there are a lot of labels out there, you know, so there are labels that maybe I never heard of and they are really big, but it's difficult. So I think happens the same with future bounce nowadays. For example, JSCar makes really good future bounce, and I think has released also in NCS and so, but he's not really signing them. Now he's releasing all of the songs that he's releasing lately are self-releases because it's difficult, you know. So well, you need to think of that. And if you just want to self-release, as I said before, DistroKid and just that. Futurized is still releasing music. The one is from his friend, from Peter. Ojalá se enfocaran más en la vibra o el feeling que el género. Se enfocan en la vibra y en el feeling y en la canción en sí. O sea, al sello le da igual el cómo le llames al género. Okay, the label doesn't care at all about how you name the genre. They don't care about if it's called tech house, techie house, or melodic tech house, or super futuristic standard spaceship tech house. They don't care about how you call it. They just care if it fits in the label. Okay, so if they have a kind of dark, angry, aggressive, but housey vibe in the label, they will sign Future House, maybe some bass house songs, and something in between, something that is in the vibe of the label, you know? But if you send a melodic thing, they're not gonna sign it, even if it's tech house, because it's too melodic for that label, you know? Gotta start making drum and bass then. It's difficult. Where you sign drum and bass? It's also a pretty small niche, not a lot of labels release it. Maybe in the future they're gonna start releasing it because it's getting really big. Sorry. Okay. Next one. I'm just gonna do it myself. I'm just gonna take this one because I want to. Aitor Galán, Ferran M. Una rosa es una rosa. La voy a escuchar porque San Sixto tiene un remix y me ha entrado la curiosidad a ver cómo es este. Okay, the Spanish song. Ojalá que se me... Gotta start focusing on studies. Let's see.
Quise cortar la flor más tierna del rosal, pensando que de amor no me podría pinchar. Y mientras me pinchaba me enseñó una cosa que un error.
I would try to get claps or rim shots instead of snaps. But if you get snaps, maybe try to get a bit fuller ones. It's ones that are really thin and really in the background.
Rosa es una rosa. Cuando abrí la mano y la dejé caer, rompieron a sangrar las llagas en mi piel. Y con sus pétalos me la curó mimosa que una rosa.
The kick is way too filtered. When you have a too filtered kick, the problem is that in a small speakers you're not going to hear it. If you hear this on a phone, you're not going to hear that kick. So you're going to lose that energy that the kick is giving. You know, so always filter maybe until 300, 400 hertz, but not more. So it's where you still hear a little bit the punch. Que te he mandado es que reggaetón creo que no encaja, me da igual. O sea, he hecho reviews hasta de rock aquí en el directo, o sea que no pasa nada.
Una rosa. Una rosa.
That impact is a bit muddy. It's like...
Una rosa.
And here it feels weird because it's like... Boom. Bam, bam. I don't know, it's like the melody is not coming at the beginning.
Una rosa.
Like... Bam, bam, bam. But, I mean, that wouldn't be wrong, but... I don't know, it feels weird for me in this part. Okay, first of all, I think the style is a bit outdated nowadays, but just make the music you prefer. I wouldn't have those stops in the bass, like boom, 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 and there's one beat a lot of times that there's no bass. I wouldn't have that because that kills a lot of the vibe, especially in the genre. The bass is really important, you know. Those silence in the bass, I think they are not really that good for this one. Maybe once in a while, okay, but not so much, so many. Then the leads, I think they can be stronger.
Flor más tierna del rosal, pensando que de amor no me podría pinchar. Y mientras me pinchaba me enseñó una cosa, que una rosa es una rosa. Cuando abrí la mano y la dejé caer, rompieron a sangrar las llagas en que una rosa es
The vocal needs a bit more space, it needs to stand out a bit more. I have videos about how to do this. But for example, lately I've been using just, instead of parametric EQ and the peak control, I've been using the Soothe with sidechain, and that helps a lot because it basically reduces the frequencies in all the sounds in the frequencies the vocal is sounding, so it gives space to it.
una rosa.
But yeah, it feels a bit too much like 2015, 2016 Big Room, and I think that's a problem. That's something that I hate about electronic music. That is the genres get old really quick, like this, really quick. For example, if you listen to rap music, rap, you can listen to a song that is 10 years old and sounds like nowadays. You know, there's no difference. If you listen to a rap song of 20 years old, maybe already hear a bit of difference on the type of beat, on the vocal, on the rhymes or so. But there's not that big difference. But in electronic music, a style that is 5 years old is already outdated. For example, who's making slap house nowadays? Nobody's making snap house. Well, there's a few people, but nobody's listening to it anymore. It's super outdated. This kind of big room is super outdated, you know, and it's only not even 10 years. I mean, in 2018 it was still big, so 6 years ago it was still big. Now it's outdated and nobody listens to it, nobody plays it. In Tomorrowland, for example, I didn't hear any song like this, you know. A few, because I went to see W&W and they play it, but not like other artists, or like in general. And I hate this about electronic music because it changes too fast, way too fast, and that I think that's a problem. You need to be making music like this, so in the end you don't spend that much time making music. So in the end, there's a lot of I think like this on, for example, let's say this bottle, okay? Let's say this is any genre, for example, tech house, okay? When you fill the bottle, tech house is outdated, it's overdone, everybody's tired of it, and they change to another genre, okay? So there are songs like this, a few songs like this, that are really good, really professional, really detailed, they really focus on the song, they pay attention, like spend time making it, and they're really good. Boom. Okay, out of this, maybe these are the ones that are gonna stay forever, that are gonna be classics. Okay, but these are the good ones. Then there are a few more like this, or like this. There are songs that are really good and they fit well in the genre. They are songs that maybe stay alive for 1 year, but we also need songs like this. But then there's all of this. There are songs that basically are just because the genre is trendy and people wants to do it and makes it really fast and maybe makes 1,000 covers with that genre, and people get tired of it because of all of this, you know. So there's a bunch of songs in the genre, in every genre, that makes the genre to get tired, the people get tired of it. So for example, if we remove all the songs that, for example, tech house, people is doing a lot of covers in tech house, okay? If we remove all of those covers, we're still here. But if we add all those covers, we are here. So it's almost getting outdated, almost getting saturated, the genre, you know? So I think that's a problem. Igual creo que hay público para todo, no tiene que ser mainstream necesariamente para tener gente que escucha música y disfrute sin importar la tendencia. Claro, claro, claro. Por ejemplo, ahora que he estado ahí, pues el drum and bass está muy fuerte. No creo que llegue a ser el género top, el mainstream en absoluto, pero tendrá un espacio bastante fuerte y habrá mucha gente escuchándolo. Y habrá muchos artistas haciéndolo, pero no será el importante, digamos, el que más gente mueve. Okay, let's do another number game. The more I talk, the more my throat tells me stop. Okay, the number I'm thinking is between 10 and 30. If you guess it, you get the feedback. Between 10 and 30. Okay, we got it. The number was 20. And the winner, the first one to say it, is Athoridum. Athoridum. You sent me 2 songs. I think, yeah, they're the same.
So are you happy now?
Add more body to the vocal, like in 300, 400, 500 hertz, depends on the vocal. Try to boost it to get more body, more warmth, and make it a little bit louder.
Finally happy now, yeah. 뭐 그대로야 난. 다 잃어버린 것 같아. 모두 계산대로 있다가 인사도 없이 떠나. 이대로는 누구도 사랑하고 싶지 않아. 다 잊을 대로 해줘봐. 다대로 있다가 인사. 기억 속을 여행해.
Make the shakers a little bit louder, and maybe I would add some pads to cover more space in this part. Okay, the break idea is really good, but the drop needs a lot of more energy. When the drop starts, it's like first you need a stronger downlifter. I recommend you having a downlifter and a crash, okay? That will sound better. For this one, I think you need a lot more brightness and a lot more noise. First, you can increase a little bit the brightness in the leads, increasing the highs, okay? And maybe you can also add, you can do several things here. For example, you can add a ride quite noisy, more like pff, pff, together with a kick, you know? Or for example, or you can use both, you can have a kind of another ride that follows the rhythm of the melody. So it's like, you know, that will give a lot more brightness, will make the melody stand out more, and so in the end will sound better, because I feel what it needs is a lot more high frequencies and noise. And I think you have a sustained bass, like another one is like to do more kind of arp, right? I would try to get to make the mid bass a bit more present in the mix, a bit stronger in the mid lows, like 100 to 300 hertz, and to make the rhythm more easy to hear, you know, so that will give more rhythm to the melody and will make it better. Be careful when the melody goes that high, you get way too high frequencies, and I would do a smooth high cut like this. Oh, Sorry. I would do a smooth high cut like this one. You know, so we avoid having all these highs in the leads, too annoying. You know, especially when it goes higher in the melody. You need to give more space to the vocal in the drop. So I would just use sidechain EQ, you know. For sidechain EQ, I have a lot of videos. If you look Wildcrow space vocal, something like this, you probably find it, or Wildcrow how to mix vocals, you will find it. There are several ways. Okay, you just have an EQ in for example, in this case the leads, that will basically control this when the vocal sounds, boom, reduces. So this way it gives space to the vocal. Or the other way, using Soothe. Nowadays I do it with Soothe. I think it's more comfortable. For example, I'm gonna show you. Okay, we have the kick on the clap. I'm gonna just reduce in the clap. Okay, so basically add here the Soothe. Where's Soothe? From the kick, okay, kick, clap. From the kick, I go here, right click, sidechain to this track, leave it like this, and then here, okay, you need to go here, here, processing, and here, sidechain input, right click, and you see kick. Okay, so now, still not done, you need to enable this. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is reduce in the lows of the clap, so this way we give space to the kick. If I exaggerate it, okay, I'm gonna do it to the max in all the frequencies so you can hear it. You know, so basically in this case, what I would do is just control the low end to give a space to the kick. This is what is reducing. And if you do this with, for example, the leads to the vocal, you give a lot more space to the, sorry, from the vocal to the leads, you give a lot more space to the vocal.
그래 여긴 섬 서로가 만든 작은 섬 Forever young 영원이란 말은 뭐라 써 작별은 마치 연합고쳐같이 그리움과 같이 마주하는 아침 서로가 이 영광을 지나 고비 섬에서 다시 만나
날 위로하던 누구야 말 걸어보자 한 뼘짜리 추억을 잊는 게 참 쉽지 않아 시간이 지나도 여전히 날 붙드는 그곳에
This is really risky. Having the leads together with the vocal in the break is really risky. Most of it, I basically not do it. Never. I think I did once, but it's really risky. Maybe a plug sound, okay, but the leads is one or the other. This one also not because of the style. The style is progressive house. Also, same thing as a bit outdated. You can do whatever you want to do, of course. Never care about that. Just make the music you like. But the melody feels a bit old times. I know it's not like nowadays. Progressive house doesn't have this kind of super happy melodies. You know, they are or more pop or a bit more emotional, but not that happy. I don't know how to explain it. Okay. Who should I check now? Okay. The first one that comments the number that I'm gonna say gets the feedback. Okay, I'm gonna say the number. The first one that comments it gets the feedback. 33. The first one that puts 33 in the chat gets the feedback. Okay, Nave Fryer. Alright. Nave. What's your email name? Nave. Did you send a song? Tenía listo que hijo de puta. Nave. What's your email name? No, Predic no, pero si lo he dicho ya tarda un montón en ponerlo. Será porque él tiene mejor conexión o lo que sea. Nave Fryer. When I ask for the name is for example in this case Kaushik. Okay, that's what I'm asking for, not the email address, the name that you have, your name actually. It doesn't work. Why it doesn't work? Is it me or the bass is off key? It feels a little bit off key, the bass, at least to me. I don't know why. What I especially feel is the song is pretty empty. I will try to add more things, but it's really has no depth, has no reverb in the plug sounds, has no maybe ambient sounds. It has no depth, you know. So try to maybe add reverb, maybe ambient sounds to cover the background. Push some sounds more to the back, more up front, but right now it's like really dry everything. I think that clap doesn't really work here. It's too much for the drop, I would say. And it's a bit loud. Way too noisy snares. I think if you reduce the length of the snare and you remove that noise, it will sound better. The bass feels off key to me. Feels really weird. The leads need a lot more layers. It sounds really thin, really basic. You need more layers to make it sound stronger, fuller, wider. The kick also needs way more bass. Here it will be good to have, for example, the vocal or any kind of tremolo of the vocal, like the kick. This one is really thin for this part. You need to try to look for a trap kick that is gonna have way more oomph, more chest attack. You know, more boom. I can see the idea you have, but you still need to work more especially in the sound selection and sound design, you know. The sounds feel really basic, you know, like you took the first preset that you like and nothing else. You didn't layer enough, you didn't make them sound as strong as possible. So just basically try to focus more on that. And this song definitely needs a vocal on top, because it has a lot of space for the vocal. And if it has space, it means there's empty spaces, you know. But I don't know. Today I'm feeling like this one is also really NCS music from 2013. You know, I think you need to. Of course, I will always say the same. You need to make the music that you like, the music that you love, the music that you want to do. Of course, that's the first thing. But you need to try to evolve with the music scene a little bit. Okay, so of course I'm not the one with the most unique style, not at all. But you need to evolve a little bit. For example, if you like this kind of music, okay, but this is not trendy at all anymore, and for the past 10 years have not been trendy. You need to adapt things from other sounds, from other genres. For example, what's trendy nowadays? Wait, I have a call. Oh, spam. Okay. For example, let's say tech house is the new genre, okay? You can try to maybe introduce some sounds from tech house, some rhythms from tech house, some, I don't know, for example, you can take this and try to adapt the bass sound and the bass rhythm of tech house into this, you know, and the drums, for example. You will still get the vibe of this genre, but in a style that is more trendy nowadays. That will help you so much to adapt yourself to the scene, but also make it easier for people to listen to it, because they are, in the end, the what's trendy is what people listens to, you know. So people wants to listen what's trendy is the same thing. So if you give them something that is more unique, but in the style they want to listen, because you adapt it, is better. But also labels will sign it more. This, for example, is good, even if the mix was perfect and the sounds were perfect, this would be really difficult to sign, you know. So I think you need to take things from other genres, and try to evolve with the scene. I'm not trying to discourage anybody. Okay, today it feels like I'm really negative or something. No, not at all. But it's the truth. It's the truth that you need to evolve. You need to try to stay with what's trendy. Not copy, not follow everybody what they are doing. Just make the music you like, but taking things from different genres. So this way you evolve. For example, let's say that you like you are a producer in 2010 and you're making music of the 2000s. That doesn't work. The scene is going to progressive house in 2010, you know. So you need to evolve with that. You cannot make the 2000 Eurodance music, because that doesn't work, even if you like it. So you need to adapt yourself, you know. So that's the thing. ¿Cómo ves el Deep House en general? El Deep House como tal, Deep House, Algo is asking for Deep House. I think Deep House is always where has been in the same place, like not super trendy, but not outdated, not dead. Like it is there, you know, to cover the space of more chill moments. But I think now, instead of Deep House, what's more trendy, and it's kind of evolution of it, is Afro House. Afro House is a kind of Deep House, in my opinion. No, I think it's going more in that direction. Afro House is pretty trendy nowadays. Actually, yesterday I saw a video of James Hype that says that he likes it and is trying to adapt into his tech house songs and his tech house DJ sets. He's trying to adapt Afro House. You know, of course, not a pure Afro House song, but he's adapting the rhythms, the vibes into his tech house songs. You know, so that's what I'm talking about trying to get things of other genres. How does one send in tracks? Put exclamation mark feedback. Actually, I can look for it, but well, you can always go to his YouTube channel. I think it's the last video. He explained it really well. But his dad is trying to adapt it, and in any way is what I'm trying to do now. Okay, with my song Africa Firefly, if you pay attention, you can hear some kind of what I decided to do is, okay, what's trendy? Tech house. I like it. Yes, that's the first thing. If I don't like it, I'm not gonna try to do anything similar. But I like it. So, but I also like progressive house, and my style is kind of melodic. So what I'm doing, I'm trying to combine it. I'm trying to make melodic tech house. But if you listen to other artists that do something similar, let's say they are more into the tech house vibe, and I'm more into the progressive house or melodic vibe, you know. But for example, the beginning of the drop in Africa Firefly is quite tech house-ish, you know, and then evolves to something more melodic. So I'm trying to adapt it. I'm trying to get progressive house and tech house, and trying to do my own mix to it. Actually, I could. How was Tomorrowland? I explained at the beginning. Maybe you can watch it later when the video ends, the live stream ends. It will be uploaded. You can check it if you want to. If you want, should I show you a new song I worked on or not? Actually, this song was done before Africa Firefly. But I decided to release that other one before for self-release for our anniversary and so. Do you want to hear an upcoming song, an unreleased track? If all of you are saying yes in the chat, maybe show you, and you will understand better what I mean. Bro, I had an offer from label, medium-sized label. They wanted to mix my track, and I don't like the mix. What would you do if you were a small producer? We'll let them know his mix not good, and maybe tell them to consider your mix is better. Honestly, I would just keep my mix because the one I want. Or if they only want to release it with that mix, maybe what you can do is while you talk with them, try to send it to another label. It's a bad thing to do, but maybe another label likes it how it is. You don't need to change it. Or just tell them, I really like this mix. I like more mine. Can you try to get closer to mine? You know? Oof, it's really hot. Okay, I'm gonna show you. Okay, maybe today I'm talking too much, but if you pay attention, I'm saying really important things that can help you so much, even if it's not pure feedback. I think it's important what I'm saying. I heard your song Alone from 6 years ago and liked it. It's not a release, right? Yeah, it is, but with my own alias. My my producer alias was Eric Rodriguez, which is my real name. But I decided to change it to Wildcrow. So that one was from Eric Rodriguez. I'm gonna show you, okay? So this song is a song that is not released yet. All right, it's a song that with this one I kind of started this new style that I want to do, that I want to focus on. I started this one before Africa Firefly, but this one is not released yet. I'm trying to sign it, but as I said, it's a bit difficult because like in the middle of different genres, and it's difficult to fit it in labels. Actually, I didn't hear a lot of music like this, so that's also difficult because there are no labels signing this, so it's difficult. But yeah, but it's what I mean to try to combine things. I basically took my progressive house things, my progressive house style, and I took tech house. And I said, okay, let's take this two and boom, let's see what it comes out, you know? So I'm trying to adapt into something that is more trendy nowadays. I'm just gonna play a little bit of it because it's an unreleased. I don't want to spoil too much and so. But today we are just a few people, so kind of a present for you for being here, okay?
Hold me, need your all the words I keep it safe, but need deep, pull me, hide away, feel you in my veins, tell me you can stay, hide away,
This part is more kind of tech house, as you can see, like the bass more kind of tech house, the rhythm of it, and so the harp is quite angry. It's not kind of an harp melody for progressive house. In progressive house, that harp would be more beautiful and so. But then the song evolves like in Africa Firefly.
take my heart, keep it
part is also quite tech house again.
Oh, all the words I couldn't say, now I'm letting me up. Oh, anyway, hideaway.
Okay, so that's what they did. And this is gonna be my new style, basically. I'm gonna focus a lot on this. On some songs are gonna be more melodic, some songs are gonna be more tech house, but it's gonna be something like this, you know. The problem with this one that now I hear it in a better studio, with better speakers and all of that, and it's like fuck. I hear this and I want to solve this problem of the mix and this and this and this, but you need to. There's a moment that you need to finish. There's always gonna be time, like space or place to improve the song, but there's a moment you need to say, okay, fuck it, let's release it, you know. So but yeah, that's what I'm doing, and that's what I'm telling you to do. Not this genre, of course, please don't copy my genre. But like, okay, I like progressive house, but what's trendy is tech house. I like tech house, so I try to combine it. If I like progressive house but techno is really trendy and I also like techno, I can try to get something in between that will be melodic techno, but maybe more close to progressive house, you know, a bit more happy thing. That could also be quite unique and different. Okay, you like big room, you don't like techno, so you don't want to go to big room techno, but you like big room and you like drum and bass. Why don't you try to get something in between, you know, maybe with the drum bass rhythm and energy, but more kind of drum bass, yeah, rhythm and energy, but more kind of big room synth and big room drops, you know, type of sounds and melodies. That could be also a thing, and this way you sound different, but you adapt to new sounds, to new genres. In the end, that's what you need to do, in my opinion. Algunos monitores que me recomiendas, tenía unos Presunos Series E3, pero ya murieron. Yo tengo, bueno, tenía los KRK5 y ahora tengo los Adam 8TV. Los Adam, a lo mejor, si no tienes buen tratamiento y tal, los 8 son demasiado grandes. Iría por unos 6 o unos 5. Porque si no voy a tener unos bajos de la hostia, demasiado. Melodic dubstep, el Tropical House y ¿cómo? How do you mix melodic dubstep with Tropical House? That's interesting. That's interesting for sure. Jersey Club. Yeah, Jersey Club. Yeah, kind of. You can mix Jersey rhythms with big room, but that's also been done already. Of course, there are genres that cannot be mixed. For example, tropical house, and hardstyle cannot be mixed. I mean, no. That's not something that mix well, not at all. So, you know, you need to try to look for things that work. But yeah. Also, today I'm talking a lot, but I don't know. I think I'm. If you just want pure feedback, tell me. But I think I'm telling things that are also important that you hear, and things that are important to talk. But for example, now. I feel like I need a rest, alright? Yeah, of course I had holidays of 2 festivals, but that's not really resting. I need rest of being here at my house without working, you know? Because it's like, nowadays, these weeks, as I don't have videos to edit a lot, have more free time, and I can work more on music, but I don't want to. I don't feel like, okay, I have time for music, okay, let's open FL Studio, let's work on music. No, I don't feel like this. I feel like, I think about it as like, I don't want to, and that's a way of knowing that I need a rest, you know. So probably what I do is I finish some things that I need to do, like editing some videos they need to edit and record some videos they need to record for sure. Maybe next week I do that, and then I take 3, 4, 5 days completely off, or just doing like really important things, like my Patreon and playlists and things like this. And this way then I come back and work as much as possible on music. Is feedback still going on? Yes, I'm gonna check now one. Igual hardstyle ni lo toco. De lejitos mejor. Bah, hardstyle es la hostia. I made me calling Jersey Club. Was that made before? I don't know. Is there a website to send in feedback in the future? To me, not really. I mean, I only check feedback in 2 ways. One, live streams, like this one, or to my Patreon members. Okay, because I don't have more time to check feedback. My Patreon members, if you want to become a Patreon member, I think I have a comment for that. Yes, there you have it. On Patreon, you have two memberships. Okay, the basic and the pro one. The pro members, what they have is 4 super detailed feedbacks every month. I mean, for example, here the feedback they give is not even a 10% of the feedback I give to my Patreon members. My Patreon members, I download the song, I open analyzers, I open the EQs, I try different EQs, I tell you, hey, you need to boost in these frequencies that match with this width of the band and all of that. You have a monthly sample pack of my songs. For example, Africa Firefly is the last pack they have. If you sign up, actually, as a pro member, you can download 28 sample packs of 28 of my songs. When you sign up, you can download everything that you have there, you know, not only on that month. So right now, for example, if you sign up right now, it's going to be super worth it. You have also templates of my Rumble remix, of the Harwell intro at Ultra, of my song System Overload, I think. You have one, or not sure which one. You have my Soundbank Volume 1 for free. You have a lot of things, but especially the feedback that I think is really, really, really useful. Okay, let's check now another song. Let's do Number Game, maybe. Okay, number. The number I'm thinking is between... Wait, this is important. The number I'm thinking is between 1 and 25. Okay, no. 1 and 25. One and 25. Between 1 and 20. Between 1 and 15. Okay, we got it. Number 4. And the first one saying number 4 is Alku. Alku, ¿me puedes decir tu nombre? Ah, vale, es Alku, vale. Te he encontrado. Okay, Who Do You Love Alku Remix.
I've been staying up for days, wired up and wide awake, and I don't know what to say or what I'm feeling. Should I run or play pretend?
I don't know if all of this is yours. The only thing I feel is that maybe the bass around 100 Hz or so is a bit loud, but not more.
Take it to the bitter end. Lately I've been making friends with the ceiling. Tell me where your heart is. Tell me if you've let me go. I wanna know. 'Cause I've been trying to.
Here I would make the pads louder. Like after this
The
cut,
ceiling. Tell me where your heart is.
you know, like woo woo, like really strong chords.
Tell me if you've let me go. I wanna know. 'Cause I've been trying to hold on to something I can't hold. I wanna know. So baby, who do you love? Who do you love? Who do you love if it ain't me? Baby, who do you love? Who do you love? Who do you love if it ain't me? Who do you love? Who do
Oof, here the low end is super dirty.
you love? Who do you love?
I don't know what you have here, but it's extremely dirty, the low end, the sub frequencies. I think you have a kick and you don't have sighting on the bass, so they are clashing completely. Or I don't know, but it sounds really Rambo in a bad way.
Who
It's like.
Ooh, do you love? Ooh, do you love? Ooh, do you love?
Oh, now it sounds clean. I think that drop is unexpected. Like, I expected for to like bam, para, bam, ba, bam. You know, not kind of dubstep. So maybe if you're gonna have a kind of drop like this, maybe you need to let us know it's gonna be like this in the build-up. Like maybe having the kick and the snare like boom, pooch, boom, boom, ch, in the build-up, like filter or something, so this way we know the rhythm is gonna be like this. For me, the kick, the bass are good. Maybe the bass is a bit loud, but not a big problem. What I think the problem is the leads. The leads are pretty thin, pretty weak. I would try to add more layers, maybe a bit more, a sound that is more angry, more aggressive, that we can, more kind of sound that we can feel more the character of it.
Staring at my phone, I've been trying to let it go. Tell myself I'm in control, but I know better. How the hell should I forget? Turn the barrier. Tell me where your heart is. I've been trying to hold it home. I wanna know. So baby, who do you love? Baby, who do you love?
This effect here on the vocal is good, but maybe it's too exaggerated and it's not easy to understand what the vocal says. The idea is good and has potential, but especially I feel it a bit boomy. Well, the problem is set around here of the kick and the toms and the bass, and the leads. But it is pretty good, guys. Let me go and just fill the bottle. Just 1 minute, okay? Not even 1 minute. Give me 1 second. Here. Wait, where is it? Here. I have here the AC. I got out of this room. Damn! It's so fucking hot. Actually, now I feel cold here. Ya como viste la mezcla No está mal, necesita trabajo, pero no está mal. Sobre todo el problema de los graves en el break, eso es grave, ese problema es grave. There's all the frequencies clashing with each other, make sure to cut out the freaks, yeah. Okay, okay, there's some people that just repeat it. I'm gonna delete them. Okay, I'm gonna try to check the ones that are here. Okay, first I need to know if Eddie Vincent is in the chat. Eddie Vincent. Also, Yanni Terron is here, right? Is the reggaeton guy. But guys, never do this. Never do this. Never, never, ever do this. SoundCloud or Dropbox. Nothing else. No weird websites, no Google Drive, no attaching the mail. SoundCloud or Dropbox. Okay? This is so bad. This player is so fucking bad. I'm gonna check it, but quick.
Hablo en privado para tocar ese booty. Dentro del chat perdimos el control y sin pensarlo tuvimos el calentón entre las sábanas.
I would try to give more space to the vocal in the mids, but there's also the vocal feels like the quality is not in my face. Feels a bit in the back, and the quality of the mic maybe is not the best one.
Estamos tú y yo. Ella es portada de revista y quiere que la desvista. Me tiene loco tocando su cinturita como modelo.
I would add more reverb to the vocal, and the kick and the snare are a bit too loud.
De Georgina, es una diabla pero en la calle ella es portada de revista y quiere que la desvista. Me tiene loco tocando su cinturita como modelo. Parece Georgina, es una diabla pero en la calle ella para la calle viste fina, pero en mi cama rompe el coliseo. Chingamos y me cumple los deseos. Paso a recogerte y nos vemos. Tiene la casa sola, lo hagamos una y otra vez. Que tú estás loca por mí, eso es fanática de lo sensual. Ella tiene una foto mía y ya me la puedo imaginar. Lo que hace cuando está solita, pero no le voy a preguntar. Tan solo me llama si se cita.
¿No tendréis problemas de copyright por todo este frasón copiado?
Su manera de respirar. Ella es portada de revista y quiere que la desvista.
Especially we try to reduce a little bit on the mid highs around 1K. That probably makes the vocal sound a bit tighter and a bit better quality.
Me tiene loco tocando. Es una diabla pero es modelo. Parece Georgina.
Yeah, and the rest is the same. Okay, I think Eddie is not here. He sent it before the live stream, so I even shouldn't check, but okay. Out of this, Toasty, if you're here, let me know. Xenos, Audio Dash, Gustavo, Techlix, and LGJ. Tell me if any of you are here. Fuck. Who's here? Which one of those are still here? Let me know. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Tell me, hey, I'm here, and I'm this one. Come on. I'm giving you the chance to... Okay, LGJ, you're here. Alright. None of these ones are still here? Of the unchecked ones? They are missing the opportunity. I was going to check all of them. They're missing the opportunity. That's why you never have to leave. ¿Es Lia Kali? Okay, several things. First, here the vocal feels way too much in the background. That reverb is not good. Try to have the vocal in front and the background in the reverb in the background, but the vocal needs to be up front. The shakers are extremely loud. And for me, all this part feels really empty. Try to add pads, chords, bass. The snare have way too much high frequencies. I would have a strong high cut, a smooth but a strong high cut to control that, because it's like pff, with a lot of highs. The rest is good. Maybe the bass is a bit too loud. The idea is good. The idea is good. Need some work, but the idea is good. Okay, any of these? None of these are here? Tech leaks. Let me check if they are here, but maybe. No. It says it's here. You're toasty. Okay. Toasty. Come on. Wait. Okay. The plug chord, the pum 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 pum, has too much mid frequencies. The is completely dry. I would add more reverb to it, but will make it brighter and louder. And also the pluggy chords, the pum 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 pum, have way too much reverb and is pushing it too much to the background. I feel the hi-hats don't have the top high frequencies and is missing that. The claps could be a bit tighter and with more attack. I would have some fills or something between of the maybe a snare like something like this. The mids are a bit muddy. Maybe try to reduce a little bit on the chords, on the mids of the chords to make it sound cleaner. I think this is not a good idea because in the end you're having the same melody, which is quite simple, all over the song. So you get bored of it. I'm pretty boring. I'm pretty bored because of the melody. You know, here I would have something completely different. Maybe just don't have the melody. Having the same thing, I think it's not a good idea. Then this high synth, pretty well an octave lower, probably works better. That high feels really weak, really basic, really newbie. Like, I think needs more work on the idea and the arrangement, especially, for example, this part. But also would try to add a vocal on top. That could work well. Okay, so it seems none of these are here, right? So I give them 10 seconds. If any of these guys are here, Teclix, Gustavo, Audiodash, Xenos, or Eddie, if you're here, let me know. If not, this is going to be the end of the live stream, okay? So just let me know. I'll give you 10 seconds. I want to do a live stream with another streamer. We need to prepare it. We need to mark a date, the hour. You know, it needs to fit both of us and so. But I want to do a feedback session with another content creator and producer. But I don't know if it's gonna be next week or when. But yeah, I want to do it. All right, so it feels like these guys are not here, so they're losing their opportunity to check it. That's the only rule, to be in the live stream when I check your song, because otherwise, if I don't do it like this, otherwise what would happen is that people would send the song before the live stream or just when the live stream starts, leave the live stream, and then come back when the live stream is finished to check if I checked their song. But so I want to avoid this, and to avoid this, the only way is just checking the songs if you are in the live stream. So if these guys left, I'm sorry, but I don't know if they have been here for the whole live stream and just left 5 minutes ago, or if they just sent it and didn't even join the live stream. So I think it's not fair to check them. Okay, so that's it for today. Also, I'm a bit sick. Well, I feel better. Just my voice a little bit and I'm coughing a little bit, but I feel quite good. What do you think of the studio, of what you see? I think it's nice, right? Also, in the last video, you see a bit more. It's more on the side, the camera. So you see a bit more this wall. You see the third panel. So I think it looks pretty good. I'm not sure about the color. If I should have green, I think green looks better. Blue feels really dark, everything. And last week I had like half blue and half green, like this. Now it looks better. I don't know why, but this area right here, when I was preparing, was completely white because of mixing both. So I decided just to have it both green and just leave it like this. But yeah, guys, that's it for today. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you learned anything. I talk about a lot, but if you recap, yeah, I talk about my Tomorrowland experience, just to say it. But I talk about how to try to adapt yourself to the scene, like trying to get things from other genres, and so that's super important. I show you a preview of an upcoming song, which is also good. But I also gave you a lot of tips for feedback. Even if it's not your song, if you're here, I check your song because I check the song of everybody that's here today. But even if it's not your song, you can learn a lot from the feedback I give to other people. I always say the same thing, so always pay attention. You never know when you can learn new things to improve your mixing, to improve your productions, and this way make better music. But in the end, what helps the most is practicing. You just need to make music. Let's say that this is like a game. Let's say you have this bar of progress, okay? You need to fill it to be a good producer. So you can fill it just with 1 hour every week, or you can fill it with 3 hours every day. How are you going to reach it faster? How are you going to fill it faster? 3 hours per day, right? So the more you work, the faster you're going to grow, the faster you're going to improve, the faster you're going to be a better producer. So just practice. Even if this kind of live streams, I think, help a lot. That's why I do it. And the videos you watch on YouTube help a lot. That's why I do them and other people do them. You need to practice. That's the only way to grow. The only way to improve. So nothing else, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining the live stream. I hope you learned anything. Next week I'm gonna do another live stream on Wednesday. Okay. Sorry. And nothing else. See you next week. All right. Bye bye. Thank you for being here.